Preview.
Warren Buffett said, the more you learn, the more you earn. And that is what the Ubricoin channel is all about. We teach you, then we reward you. Want to know how? Then stick around throughout the video to find out how you get rewarded. So today we discuss the terms used in cryptocurrency and in specific those related to Ubricoin. And with me on set is a lovely lady. She is Ubrica's document developer, and not just a document developer, but a lead document developer. Beauty with brains, Miss Susan Jagona. Miss Susan, hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
So
you?
nice to see you. I'm very fine, thank you.
Nice to see you too.
Yes, it's been a while.
It has been a while, but I'm glad to be here today.
Oh yes, and I'm glad that you were able to join us.
Thank you.
So feel most welcome.
Thank you so
much. And so as you have been doing your research and going through, I have been going through the white paper that you guys have worked hard, and it's a thumbs up to you guys.
Thank you.
Yes, so we want to let our viewer know about the simple, they could be simple to, especially on your side, you guys doing the research, these things maybe they could be flowing from your side, but the feedback that we have been receiving from some of our viewers is that you use terms such as tokens, we see coins, you tell us put UBN. There are terms such as give me your keep your private key secure, and then we tell them send me your public address.
Sure.
All these terms seems a bit confusing to our audience, so that is why I brought you today, so that you can just tell us simply what these terms are really all about.
Okay.
So let's begin from the very basic, Ubricoin. From the definition of it, Ubricoin.
Okay, Ubricoin is a digital currency or a cryptocurrency that we developed to support global health. Ideally, it supports the Ubrica project, and the Ubrica project is a global health project. So basically, Ubricoin is to facilitate global health, a cryptocurrency to facilitate global health.
Okay,
Yes.
so when you when you hear anything to do with Ubricoin, know that we're focusing on global health.
Totally.
Tick. So let's go now to Ubricoin, it being a digital currency.
Yes.
Why digital currency?
It's a digital currency because it is built on blockchain technology, and a blockchain technology is a public distributed ledger which is decentralized and immutable. What I mean by this is that once every transaction that happens in blockchain technology or anything that happens in the blockchain technology, it is announced to everyone in the world.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it doesn't have a central authority that governs the system. It is a computer programmed system. And what I mean by immutable, it means that anything that happens in the blockchain stays in the blockchain and can never be changed. So which makes it very secure and very reliable. Yes.
Interesting. Words such as immutable, secure, and an open ledger is what you're mentioning about blockchain technology.
Sure.
Interesting. So now let's talk about Ubricoin being on a blockchain technology.
Okay. Yes.
So
Ubricoin is built on Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum blockchain is an open source platform where they have given people opportunity to develop their coins or tokens to support their projects. So what happens is for example, if you have a coin to support your project, you just go to the code that has been developed by the Ethereum blockchain, and then you edit it to fit your project, and then you use it to fund your project.
All right.
Yes.
So Ubricoin is based on the Ethereum blockchain.
Yes.
Interesting. So after knowing all that, the technology is the blockchain technology, and specifically Ubricoin is on Ethereum blockchain.
Yes.
Now let's go to the digital wallet,
Okay.
because every time for you to have Ubricoin, you must have a digital wallet.
Okay, a digital wallet is pretty simple. It's just like a normal wallet, but now it's on your phone.
Yeah.
And it's just like any other application. So you download it either from App Store or Play Store. So it's like a WhatsApp application where WhatsApp is used to send and receive messages.
Yes.
But now for the digital wallet, it's supposed to be sending and receiving cryptocurrencies such as Ubricoin. So it's just for keeping, sending and receiving cryptocurrencies.
The digital money itself.
Yeah, the digital money.
All right. So on the in terms of wallet, you have it works. It's an application.
Yes,
right.
it's an application.
All right. So let's look out for now the specific wallets that are used for Ubricoin.
Okay. We have different wallets.
Yeah.
For the smartphones
Yeah.
and also for your laptop or your desktop. And for the smartphones, we usually recommend the Trust wallet.
Yeah.
And also the Koinomi wallet. And then for the laptops and the desktop, basically your computer, we usually recommend that you use MetaMask wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the 3 types of wallets, digital wallets that we recommend people to use when dealing with Ubricoin.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So now let's get to the wallets. Now I have my Trust wallet.
Yeah.
And the procedure of opening the Trust wallet, as we have seen, is pretty simple. But then it's not as simple because some of the terms could be challenging.
Yes.
So you notice that once you have downloaded the Trust wallet, so it begins with creating new wallet.
Yeah.
So once I begin creating new wallet, the first thing I discover is a recovery phrase.
Yeah, you're right.
So what do we mean by a recovery phrase?
A recovery phrase most of the time are just random words. You get it when you're opening the wallet, as you have said.
Yes.
And the purpose of these words is to help you when, for example, just as the name says, recovery phrases.
Yeah.
Once you lose, for example, you lose your phone or you want to replace your phone, these are the words that you have to use to import the wallet from your older phone to the new phone, or from your older computer to the new computer. So in some cases there are 12 words, some cases you have 24 words. They are very random, but in the computer they mean something. They are coded, so they mean something. So these are and they are specific for each wallet. So you use them to recover or to import your wallet to your new phone or your new computer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you have said, especially I noticed that the Trust wallet has 12 words, and then for the Koinomi, it has 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. So let's go to now, once I am done with the process of recovery phrase, we get to now the wallet itself.
Yeah.
And then you find the first thing I noticed is now a combination of letters
Yeah.
and numbers. What does that mean?
That is basically a public key. And what we mean by a public key is what you give to the public when you want to receive the cryptocurrency, and in this case Ubricoin.
Yes.
For example, if I want to receive Ubricoins from you, I have to send you my public key so that you can use that to send me the Ubricoins. So a public key is basically an address. It's supposed to be combination of letters and and numbers, and it is 64 bits.
Yeah.
So that's what you share with the public so that they can know you. What is it? It's just like a phone number, but now it's an address for the wallet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does someone need to, remember these words? Or?
No, you don't have to remember it
Yeah.
because in the wallet gives you an option of copying and sending.
Yeah.
And then it also have a QR code.
Yeah.
If we are now together,
Yeah.
you can just use your phone to
Scan the QR code.
Yeah, and it will be copied to your phone. Yeah.
So that's a nice thing, because some of the audiences out there, sometimes they feel this combination is too long for me.
Yeah.
So you don't, in fact, you're not supposed to actually copy it manually.
Yeah,
you're supposed to just copy it. There's that option that, as you have said,
copying,
it
yeah.
has the copy and paste option.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's now talk about we're still on the security, talking about security.
Yeah.
You realize there's the passcode and the password.
Okay. Basically, the passcode and the password, they mean the same thing, just because you see different wallets have different name for that.
Yeah.
But ideally, a passcode is just for protecting your wallet in your phone.
Yeah.
It's like the way you can have a password for Messenger or for your WhatsApp.
Yeah.
It is basically that to protect your wallet in case someone hacked into your phone. They have to hack again to get the passcode or the password for the
Sure.
wallet.
Yeah.
It's for double protection of your, or double security of your wallet.
The same way you need to have a PIN for your M-Pesa.
Yeah, exactly.
It works pretty more or less the same.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So now let's talk about another feature. So especially you notice on the Coinomi wallet, you tell someone that you need to add the click on token.
Okay.
So there's this one guy. And he asked me, so why do you want me to click on token? Why do I not click on a coin?
Okay. A token and coins are the words we, in most of the time in the cryptocurrency world, we confuse them a lot.
Yeah.
And you will hear some people talking about the coin instead of the token, and token instead of the coin.
Yeah.
But ideally, when you talk about the token, let me start with the coin because it's what came first.
Yeah.
Coins are, you see, like Kenya shillings, you have Kenya shillings and you have USD and
US
other
dollars.
currency. Those are just currency that are used in a certain country for trading, for buying and selling of goods and services.
Sure.
So something like Bitcoin, it's for buying and selling of goods and services. Just it acts just as a currency. But when we come to tokens, these are cryptocurrency that are built specifically for certain projects, just to support a certain project. Those are tokens. And if it acts like just as a currency, that is a coin. So that is the difference. So Ubricoin is a token. Ethereum is a token. But when we talk about when we talk about Bitcoin, Bitcoin is a coin. You understand?
I understand.
So that's the difference.
Awesome. So which brings me to what you said from the word go, that Ubricoin is a digital currency that is, its main target is achieving global health. So now in this case, the project here is the global health.
Totally.
And that is why we're talking about it being a token.
Yes.
Okay. So now we have got that. So let's now go to the next word or term, that is the exchange, because you realize that once now you have gone through the process of opening and having a wallet, be it Trust or Coinomi, now you're told you need to do some trading for the Ubricoin to gain value, or you need to just have a platform where you must trade the Ubricoin.
Yes.
So now let's talk about now the exchange.
Okay.
Yes.
So an exchange is basically market for cryptocurrencies. You find that now we call them cryptocurrency exchanges, where you can go trade your coin that is selling and buying of cryptocurrency. In this case, you buy and sell Ubricoins. You do that in an exchange. Is basically a market for cryptocurrencies. Yes.
Okay. So in this market now, let's talk about this market. What because as I was going through the different, I realized that there are different types of exchanges, depending on certain things, because there's some exchanges that will require your personal information. They talk about the KYC, know your customer. So talk about that.
Okay. We have different types of exchanges, and we have decentralized and centralized exchanges. For decentralized exchanges, these are exchanges that are specifically built on blockchain. And in decentralized exchanges, you don't really, there is no central authority. Like even when you are interacting with the exchange, you don't even have to deposit your Ubricoins to the exchange. What happens, the exchange itself communicate with a certain wallet, and then you do the trading. But when it comes to centralized exchanges, these are exchanges that are owned by people who are for profit, and you have to, for you to get into the exchange, you have to pay a certain fee. We call it listing fee. And then most of the time when you are registering to these exchanges, you require to give your personal information. We call it KYC, know your customer. It may be your name, where you come from, and your identification. It may ask you to take a photo and your ID to verify that you are really a person who want to trade in that platform. So they are for profit, and That is basically the difference. One doesn't require your personal information. The decentralized one,
Yeah.
it is very open.
Yeah.
And the centralized, they are very strict. So you have to, when you are registering to these exchanges, you have to know which exchange is which.
Yeah.
So is it a decentralized or a centralized? And for the centralized, you also have to deposit your Ubricoins to the exchange. You have to send
Yeah.
Ubricoins from your wallet to the exchange so that you can do the trading. Yes.
Good. So that is on point. Now let's talk about once you're on this platform,
Yes.
be it centralized or decentralized, there's an order book.
Yes.
And we have now the buy order, the
and the
sell
sell
order.
order, yeah.
So you keep, when you're doing trading, there's place me a buy order,
Order, yeah.
sell order. What's the difference?
Okay, a buy order, when I want to, what you need to understand is that when you get to the exchange, if I'm talking about Ubricoin,
Yes.
that is what I'm selling or I'm buying. When I get to the Ubricoin, when I get to the exchange and I'm talking about, I want to put a buy order.
Yeah.
That means I want to buy Ubricoin. If I want to put a sell order,
Yes.
it means I want to sell my Ubricoins that I already have.
Yeah.
So what happens is you put, when you are putting a buy order, because it's an order,
Yeah.
you put your own price, the price that you would wish to buy Ubricoins with, and then another person who want to sell Ubricoin can come and fill the order. If you want to sell your Ubricoins,
Yeah.
you dictate the price that you want to sell your Ubricoin with. But most of the time, you evaluate, or you when you are selling or buying the price, you check at the price that is going in the exchange. Yeah.
Okay. That is as clear as it sounds, and it's very sometimes there are people who don't even know. You just will place a sell order.
Yeah.
What am I selling? It's the coin that you have.
Yeah.
That is what you're operating with. So
Yeah.
if you're buying Ubricoins. If you're selling the
Selling
Ubricoins.
yeah.
All right. So finally, let's talk about trading pairs, because you find there's they put it UBN stroke if
Yeah.
UBN stroke BTC.
Yes.
What are these?
Okay, most of the time when you're working with exchanges, they don't use the name Ubricoin. Most of the time they work with the abbreviation.
Yeah.
Like for Ubricoin you have UBN.
Yeah.
For Ethers you have ETH.
Yeah.
For Bitcoin you have BTC.
Alright.
So basically what you can exchange your coin with, what you can exchange Ubricoin with, you can exchange Ubricoin with Ether. That is a trading pair. You can exchange Ubricoin with BTC. That is a trading pair.
Yeah.
It's what you can trade with. For example, if I'm selling Ubricoins to you, what will you pay me with?
Yeah.
That is a trading pair. You can also do that with USD. That is another trading pair. So basically, trading pair is what you can exchange your Ubricoin or your coin with. Yeah.
These terms seem to be very simple.
They are very simple.
But now, to the audience out there, if you do not explain the way you have explained it simply, somebody just feels that you're taking me for granted. Why do you think? How do you imagine that I know these terms?
Yeah,
And
simple.
it's very good that you took your time, and we appreciate that. At least now, our audience they have a they have a glimpse of what we're talking about, because the cryptocurrency space is where everybody needs to get to.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
so finally, we would want to hear your final word on, even as you urge people to, buy Ubricoins. Why should we encourage as many people to buy the Ubricoins specifically at this time?
Okay, I would say right now the Ubricoin price is still low.
Yeah.
And this is the time that people should buy Ubricoin because we are expecting the coin to go higher in the price to go higher. As we are listing the Ubricoin to more exchanges, the price will go higher and the price will stabilize. So this is your time. If you don't have Ubricoins, please get them right now because the price is going up. There is no doubt about that.
Most definitely. And you know what? I actually promised our viewer at the beginning of the show that we will be rewarding someone. And I want somebody who has been watching this, if you've watched it to the end, tell me what's the difference between a token and a coin. And you will be receiving 50 UBNs. That is 50 Ubricoins from me.
Oh.
So somebody differentiates to me a coin and a token. Just put it there on the comments. You'll find. Once you answer it correctly, as Miss Susan has told us, we will be rewarding that person.
Oh,
right?
That's good.
It's awesome. So thank you very much, Susan.
Thank you so much.
I'm honored to have you.
It's a
And thank
pleasure.
you very much for giving us an insight on all these terms. Sometimes we take them for granted, but they are not as simple as they look. Yeah, so thank you very much. So, as you have heard, our dear viewer, all the terms that are used in cryptocurrency, ranging from blockchain technology, Ethereum, we've talked about passcode being a password. We've also seen the difference between a coin and a token. We've also discussed about centralized and decentralized exchanges, and you will watch all this, and Miss Susan has kept it as simple and as easy as it can be. So as we come to the end of this show, we urge you to come now and buy the Ubricoins. This is the right time because the prices are just so favorable. So you will not find this coin ranging at this price 5 years to come. Even a year to come, Ubricoin might just not be your affordable currency. So find the link on the description below and buy yourself some Ubricoins now. Thank you very much for joining us. See you next time. I have been your host, Scholastica Mugi.